Thank you very much. My name's Nauman Ahmed. For those who don't know me, I'll start my presentation in a minute. But before I do that, I'd like to thank the election committee. They've got an unenviable task, a thankless task, and I know you're not, in your position, not going to ever please everyone all the time. So, from my side, thank you very much for trying to do a fantastic job of it. I'd also like to thank all the previous council members, the past presidents. There's an esteemed bunch sitting over there. Thank you for doing a fantastic job in keeping the ICAP or bringing the ICAP to where it is. So my presentation is not about, that perhaps the ICAP is broken. We should not feel that it is a distressed ICAP. It is an ICAP that was built over many years into a very prestigious organization. It's been built by some of the people that are sitting there and some of the people that are not present, some people sitting at the back. Oh, by the way, Masood Saab and Basrai Saab, in case you're wondering whose briefcase that is, because you're really sitting next to that briefcase, that's mine. Okay, don't run away. But you should have done that long time ago. So this is it. It's a building block. It's reshaping the accountant of the present from a traditional role to a more futuristic role. That's what my presentation is all about. How do I do this? Page down or page up? Page down? Okay, thank you. So, got a smiley face up there. My professional background, I am a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, for those who don't know me, of England, Pakistan also, a member of the Corporate Finance faculty, as well as the member of the tax faculty of the ICAP. Sorry, if I may ask the council, because people can't see, so the chairs are coming in the way. My apologies for that. My sincere apologies. But my sincere apologies. I did not mean to be rude, but it's just that
I started here, but I thought you were seeing it properly.
Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate that.
Also speak in the mic.
Okay. I thought my voice was loud enough, but obviously not. So, age is a factor sometimes.
You're a young man.
So anyway, I've also, in terms of my professional career, I am head of tax and legal for Deloitte Middle East. I work out of the Middle East, and I'm also being the head of tax and legal for Deloitte Middle East. By virtue of that, I am a member of the Deloitte Middle East Executive Committee, the EXCOM. That's a position where I started as an employee, and now I'm an employer. I was running as a technical person, and now I'm a businessman. And I think that's a distinction that's important for all of us. The experience that we have developed through that, it's important for us to have that experience in the council. An employee and an employer relationship is important. And that's why I thought it was important to put that in this presentation. The professional experience, I was admitted into the partnership in January 1998. So I've been a partner in Deloitte for over 23 years, for over about 20 years or so. Why? Now, you were asked, well, I'm from the Middle East, and common question that is asked to me when I do talk to people is, you're in the Middle East, will you have time to devote to the Institute as a council member? And my answer to that is, it depends what sort of a council are you looking for. Are you looking for a council that is so micromanaging its affairs that people are spending a lot of time on it? Or are you looking for a council that actually should represent the changing times that we have, which is that it should be a supervisory council. And a council that provides governance and ideas and lets the executive run the show, the day-to-day show. And I think that's the council that I'm looking for, and I think that's the council I'm sure a lot of you are looking for, where we have a very strong executive that does the day-to-day operations. And I think that's the need of the hour now, as some of the other contestants also talked about, that we really need to have a strong executive that can execute. Even on the committees, I think we have such a talent pool around that the committees should also have members from outside, and those who are really very strong technically in that committee should be the members of that committee. Me as a council member, if I'm not strong in any particular area, I should not be on that committee. That's the way I look at it. So my role as a council member, the way I envisage it, and I'm sure the way you envisage it also, is that it should be a supervisory role. So the answer is yes. I do have time to devote from the Middle East. And with technology as it is available to us, you can be sitting in Canada and you could be running your affairs in Pakistan. That's technology. We've got to embrace technology. And we've talked about technology all day today. Page down. So what are some of the points that we talked about, that I want to talk about? Again, the title is Reshaping the Accountant from Traditional to the Future. And where do we start with? It's our young CAs. Our young CAs are looking at us in terms of aspirations and inspiration from us as to what is it that we can do for them. We have to develop the CA of the future. We have to look at who our young CAs are going to be the CFOs of the future. The only way they can be CFOs of the future if they're trained as such. The CFO of the future is all about, he's not a bookkeeper anymore. He's not technically good in IFRS. He's not supposed to be that. Yes, we have produced in the past very good IFRS specialists, tax specialists. We can recite the IFRS sections by heart. We know them. Paragraph 16 of IFRS 13 or 12 or whatever it is, section 4, we can recite it. But is that what the need of the hour is? No, that's not the need. I as a buyer of services, I as an employer of people, of chartered accountants, am not looking for that. Technical is taken for granted. We need to have more than just that. We need to have people who are strategic thinkers. Those who have technology savvy, who understand technology. Because at the end of the day, robotics and all of that stuff is going to take away the traditional accountant from us. And if we don't prepare the new accountant or the accountant of the future, we are going to be doing a lot of disservice to our young CAs. We need them to be risk averse. We need to change them from being risk averse to risk managers. For too long, we've been risk averse. Overseas members is another item. Increasingly, overseas members are participating much more, and they are becoming a credible force. They've got they're fantastic diplomats of ICAP. We need to encourage them. We need to support them, and they need our support, the council's support. They need that. And the support can be in many ways, from moral to financial to all of that stuff, to setting up chapters, etc., etc. We need to recognize their contribution, and we need to recognize that they understand what change is taking place outside, and they can contribute to us. Technology and innovation, I talked a little bit about that earlier on. Technology is moving very fast. You've got artificial intelligence, something that is going to make the accountant redundant. The accountant of today, or I'm the tax person of today, I am going to be redundant tomorrow because of AI and of robotics and of this. The advantage of robotics, what is the advantage? It can perform the task day in, day out, 24/7, without getting tired, sleeping, taking a day off for sick leave, or having a 30-day vacation. So why would people hire us? So we've got to change. We've done a fantastic job over the last 60, 70 years of our existence. We now need, and we have survived because we have changed as time went on. We need to change. Well, we need to become an innovative regulator and not just be continuously doing the same thing time and time again. Gender disparity, we've talked about, some of the participants have talked, or contestants have talked about. I believe in gender disparity. Does it really mean that we have to specify spaces for women? I'm not sure, but today I'm not happy. There are 1, 2, 3 women in this office, in 5, and maybe 6 at the back, in this hall at the moment. But that's about it. We need to look at and encourage our women to take leadership positions. The leadership of the firms need to recognize that. Some of them are sitting there, some of them are sitting at the back. Our leadership of the firms need to recognize that and bring them into leadership positions, the women. They've got a fantastic opportunity. The amount of talent that they have is unbelievable. Specialization. I talked about myself being a specialist. I belong to a tax faculty. I also belong to I used to work with the corporate finance faculty. In ICAP, we can develop faculties. They're a good marketing tool. Once you say that you're ICAP, but you're a specialist in management accounting or financial management or CFA, as a corporate finance faculty, that carries weight. So we need to develop faculties, and that automatically will help us in our marketing for our young CAs. ICAP and the other institute, we shouldn't be afraid of change. It's there, it's a reality. We shouldn't be fighting that. We should be coming up out with innovative ways of having to deal with that. Just simply writing them off or trying to block them with the government is not going to work. It's going to work for a while, but it's not going to work forever. We need to change that. We can't be afraid of change. Role of ICAP and the CPEC, CPEC, it's tremendous opportunity. What are we doing in terms of developing thought leadership? How can we help promote CPEC and help all these investments that are coming in? So thought leadership needs to be looked at, and we need to do that. So, and that's about it really. And I just want to leave with this quote. This was valid in 1950s and is still valid now. Thank you very much.